Hello everyone, it's Mark and welcome back. In this video I want to talk to you about the 21-day treatment order. 21 days. And what I mean by that is putting your loved one in treatment for 21 days or even 30 days or even 45 days. So let me just share a brief story with you. I had a call from a mum during the week. She had a 30-year-old daughter who had been a substance user for the past 10 years. All kinds of drugs, meth, cocaine, heroin, I mean, you name it, she had probably used it. And over the last 10 years, the mother had tried to get her daughter into treatment. She'd been to 2 or 3 treatment centers. She'd never stayed longer than 30 days. And of course, after going to treatment, her daughter would normally relapse within, a week, maybe 2 weeks at most. And now it's been 10 years. And her daughter is having issues with her heart, and at some point is probably going to need major surgery, or she's probably going to have a cardiac arrest, a heart attack, and pass away, which obviously is not the situation we want to deal with. And so when she called me, I said to her, amongst other things, I said, how long do you want to put your daughter into treatment for? She said, well, 21 to 30 days. And I said, save your money, don't hire me. And she said, why? And I said, look, you have been dealing with this for 10 years. And you've never kept your daughter in treatment for longer than 30 days, and 21 to 30 days is simply not sufficient. It's just not long enough. And if that's all that you're looking to do, then honestly, save your money and don't waste it on hiring me or another lawyer. Because you're going to be calling me back within a week or two, because the same thing that's been happening for the last 10 years is going to happen again, which is your daughter's going to relapse and she's going to continue to get worse. And so I said, look, I'm just going to share my experience with you, which is that you need to put somebody into treatment for a minimum of 90 days. How do I know that? Well, because just about everybody we put into treatment, I at some point get a chance to talk to, and they tell me that 90 days is really just the beginning. It's sort of the minimum amount of time they needed to start to feel better. And I will tell you that the average client we work with, either if it's a Marchman Act or a guardianship, we typically put into treatment for 6 months. And then they have to follow a really good aftercare program. So the goal with any case, frankly, is to keep somebody in recovery for 1 year. We know from experience that if you can keep somebody in recovery for 1 year, they're more likely than not to stay in recovery long term. And if it's less than a year, they're more likely not to relapse at some point. Now, obviously, that's not set in stone, but that is sort of the general sort of story that we see. More than a year, we get great success. Less than a year, not so much. Now, that doesn't mean to say that you have to hire me for a year. It doesn't mean to say that you have to put your loved one into treatment for a year. But it does mean that you have to give them the ability and the skill set to be able to maintain sobriety for the year. So if they can do 90 or even 180 days, then follow a great aftercare program. Go into sober living. Get a sponsor. Have access to a clinician. All these things add up, and they give the person the best opportunity to experience that miracle of recovery. So, and that's the story. That's what I shared with you, and frankly, the advice I'm giving you now is what I shared with the mum. And I know she meant well. I'm sure that she didn't realize that her child just needed to be in treatment longer, and that's why she was continuing to deal with this. But if you are a mum or a dad or a spouse, sibling, whatever it is, and you're trying to get your loved one help, 21 to 30 days, it just simply isn't going to do it. It's just not long enough, and so look, I want to share that story with you. The goal here is to get it right the first time, and I sort of tell clients, look, we love repeat business, but if I'm getting a call from you, because things didn't work out, it's either something was wrong with the treatment, we didn't get your loved one into treatment long enough, or something went wrong. Okay, something happened that caused the need to refile the case. And so look, I'm here to help you. We never charge for a consult. This is what we do. We're the only law firm in the country that does nothing else but this. We only handle cases where there's substance use and mental illness. That's it. I'm not doing anything else. My phone's on to 24/7. I'll take a call 7 days a week, for an emergency situation. So I would encourage you to reach out to us. I would also encourage you to go to our website, drugandalcoholattorneys.com. Just to get some information. There's, I think, close to 90 videos that we put out there, which contain a ton of information. And I know it's important for everybody to have access to information, even if they're not looking to hire a lawyer. So with that said, thanks for tuning in, and until the next video, bye bye.